Hello. Just getting a chair so you can see me in the light as I record a video. I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. It's called Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. I think it came out in 2011. Or 2012. Can't remember the exact year right now. Probably because I haven't looked it up in this film. I forgot what year it came out. So because I don't look up before playing the video. So I give Ghost Rider a 10 out of 10 because it's so cool and goofy fun. We get to see such iconic scenes like Ghost Rider taking a piss and it looking like a flamethrower. And it looks hilarious. We see that in one iconic shot in the trailer, and also it's even funnier in the movie. Ghost Rider year rating, the thought of it will never be, no longer be the fact that Ghost Rider can, when he pees, it looks like a flamethrower is absolutely hilarious. His urine looks like a flamethrower. We found that out in this movie. Well, we didn't need to know that, but we know that now. It's that kind of bonkers writing what makes me proud to enjoy this movie, and why it's proud enough to say this is one of my favorite movies of all time growing up as a kid. For comic book movies. It was so funny. This movie was hilarious with lots of action, bonkers, over the top, silly action. That looks like that comes right from the bonkers imaginations. It's all bonkers. This movie was. Bonkers fun. And Nicolas Cage was funny in this. Him freaking out and turning into the ghost fight. He was funny doing that. And, there was lots of funny scenes in this movie. And iconic funny moments in the movie. And action and stuff. Blew my mind. With his stupidity writing. That's why I gave it a 10 out of 10. Because it's phenomenal, beautiful production, special effects, top-notch quality action, better than any Marvel-looking studio movie that was being made at the time, for its time, from the 2012. Personally, I think Ghost Rider has better CGI than the first Avengers movie. I think they came out the same year, though. I could be wrong about that, though. I could be 1 year off on Ghost Rider. Okay? But it came around a close same time. That's how good the first sequel, the sequel to Ghost Rider, called Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. The plot doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's not the point. You see, you gotta think of this movie like Thor Ragnarok. It's kind of doesn't really have that much of a plot in terms of story. Because the plot is pretty bare bones, it's not the most creative. Like, this movie's like Thor. You gotta think of this like Thor: The Dark World. Or the first Thor movie. It's one, or like some of the better Marvel movies. like the first Avengers movie. It's one of those movies where it doesn't matter how much little made sense. What matters is how cool it was. And it was cool. And dumb. And ridiculously memorable of a movie Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance was. Even though it probably wasn't the most... even though it probably could have been, I'm sure, you know, I heard people like... I hear people like loudmouths on the YouTube criticism says like it sucked, but I'm sure they think that they could have done a better job. Those loudmouth idiots. Oh, they like to complain about this movie, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. I say this is a great movie. It's a great, silly, camping movie. You gotta be in the right camp. Look, I can like campy superheroes. Some suck and some don't. This Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance sequel to Ghost Rider from 2007, I think the first one came out, with Nicolas Cage. This is a direct sequel to Ghost Rider. Spirit of Vengeance is. And they get really creative with the comic book action in this movie. And it's really well shot. Shot than better than any other Marvel cinematic movie. You know, in terms of being well directed. It's more well confidently directed by making the action like feel cinematic. But that's more than what Marvel has accomplished with their directors and making the action feel cinematic. Sometimes you'll get a good one like Joss Whedon, but most of the times you'll get someone like the Russo brothers. They'll like do crap like Avengers Endgame, and well, it'll feel like more of like a Friends sitcom and less like an Avengers comic book epic. That's my problem with the Avengers Endgame movie. It feels more like a Saturday sitcom than less like an Avengers finale to this take on with these characters of one on the Avengers with the OG characters and casting that'll play those Avengers. So that's just what I think on Avengers Endgame. It feels more like a Friends sitcom and less like an Avengers movie. And who the fuck would want that? Or ask for that? I didn't want that or ask for that. But that's what we got, isn't it? Look, this is, and the thing is, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is such a much better movie than and the movies I just went around on in this video. It got sidetracked, and that's why I give Vengeance a 10 out of 10. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. It's one of the best over-the-top action flicks I've seen. One of the best popcorn films I've ever seen in my life. It's loud, it's dumb, and it's constantly fun. And silly. Over-the-top camp action. With this comic book action. With all the stuff they do make Ghost Rider do is so cool. And silly and fun. And ridiculously awesome, epic. That's why I give it 10 out of 10, okay? That's my review on Spirit of Vengeance. Okay. Now I'm going to advertise my video channel. Okay, subscribe by hitting the bell first, hit the subscribe button second to get subscribed. That's how you get subscribed. By clicking both in that order. Okay, hit the thumbs up on my old videos and hit the thumbs up on this video to like it. And, goodbye.